Hi friends, welcome. Today we are moving through a 20-minute kettlebell workout. I've got my 20-pounder here. You can go heavier or lighter, or you can have a couple options for nearby. Of course, we have optional dancing. Best way to get the body moving, get the muscles a little stretched out between sets. We'll have 20 different exercises for this workout. 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Go ahead and grab your bell. We've got high pulls up first. Take your feet wide, hips width distance apart, bend the knees, hips back, and pull, elbows high above the shoulders. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up, squeeze the glutes, and breathe. Keep it up. Getting a nice little pace going. Keep the weight back in the heels. Get your groove on. If you feel like moving a little bit between sets, it's a nice way to get some active rest in. Next up, we have a row switch. So you can either do this one low impact and just sort of switch the bell at the bottom, or you can pull up with a little more force and switch the hands at the top. So it's up to you, whatever you feel most comfortable with. Be careful with your little toesies. Core is strong here, lifting from the elbows, so you really feel this in the back. Warming up my shoulders here. That's another reason I love dancing between weights and workout sets, rounds. Okay. Single arm squat press next. Right. Take the feet, hips width distance, a little wider, squat down, hips back. As you rise up, press the bell up and pause just for a moment. Squeeze the glutes before coming back down. Toes are pointed out just a little. Left arm can extend out to the side for balance, or hand can be on the hip. Keep your right thumb facing your midline as you press up to keep the shoulder aligned. Beautiful. Time to switch sides. Make your way there however you like. Let's begin. Grab the bell in the left hand and press up. Squat down, press up. Find a pace that's challenging for you, but one that you can keep up the entire round. Settle the gaze on one spot, so we're leaking less energy out through the eyes. Okay, kettlebell swing is next. If you've never done a swing, no worries. We're going to take the feet a little wider, about the same position as the last, so a little wider than the hips. And then this is not a squat. There's a little bend in the knees. The hips go back as the bell comes down. And then as you push the hips forward, that is what drives the kettlebell forward. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the belly at the top. Coming up, bringing the bell up just to the shoulders for this one. Weight stays in the heels. Inhale as the bell comes down. Exhale as you thrust your hips forward, driving the kettlebell up. A single arm swing is next, beginning with the right hand. The left hand can be on the left hip. Take a few rounds just to get the bell swinging and then go for it. Dive in. So we are not locking out the knees at the top, keeping a little micro bend in the knees to protect that very special joint. The thumb again is in towards the midline as you bring the bell up. Arm bone plugs into the shoulder socket, staying very integrated here. And what we do on one side, we will also do on the other side. Take the bell in your left hand. Take a couple swings to start it up and then go. Give it all you've got. Squeezing every muscle in the left arm. Every muscle in the core, the glutes. Give it your all. Let it be hard. Maybe you're starting to sweat. Me too. Push past the edge that you got to last time. Push past where you think you can go. Next up are windmills. Feet are wide. Bring the bell into the right hand and press it up. Take the left toes out to the front of your mat. And then hinge down, sort of like a triangle in yoga. Bringing the left hand down the left shin. Right arm stays straight. Gaze at the bell if that's okay on your neck. If not, you can gaze to the side. I'm using the obliques here. Especially the right oblique as we come up. Keeping the bell steady. Moving with the breath. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Always a tough one. Shake it out, dance it out. And then the other side. Grab the bell in the left hand, press it up, right toes point out as you hinge at the hips, bringing the right hand down, left arm extends up, gaze at the bell, stay strong in the core, hugging the front of the rib cage in towards your spine. Your body and your legs should all be in the same plane, so you're not shooting the butt back, you're hinging down. Next up, we have deadlift squats. So we'll take a deadlift and then pull the bell up as we catch it in the squat and then press overhead. The squat, we sneak in just to get the bell at the position we need to press it up. So we kind of sneak in a little extra work there. Keep the weight back in your heels, using the back strength on the deadlift. Using the arms. upper body work. Keep the core tight, front ribs hug in. Halfway through, woohoo! Give yourself a little pat on the back, take a water break, do a little dance, whatever floats your boat. And then we'll make our way onto the floor. We've got a big chunk of plank exercises coming up. First one is a plank row switch. So the bell goes in the middle as you come into a plank position, and then we'll take a right hand and pull up, left hand and pull up. So we're switching out the rows here. Try to keep your plank strong and stable. Hips and shoulders stay as square as possible to the mat. Keep your legs strong. If this is too much, drop the knees to the mat. And remember, in these rows, we are using the elbows to pull the weight, keeping the bell close into the body. Lateral pulls are next. So we'll take the bell to one side of the mat and use the other hand to pull it to the opposite side. I'll take mine to the right first, come into your plank or modified plank, and we'll use the left hand to take the bell to the left side, and then the right hand. So we're switching out here. Moving the bell across the mat. Again, hips and shoulders stay as square as possible. If you feel a little more wobbly today, take the feet wider. Russian twists are next. I don't know why I thought there was more planks in there, but you guys lucked out. Here, we'll come to sit, bending the knees. If you want to really pump this up, lift the feet off the ground. I'm gonna keep mine on the floor. And then we'll just take the bell from right to left. Keep it close into the body, elbows squeeze into the sides, setting your gaze as you twist as far as you can to the other side of your mat. So looking behind you and twisting, using your obliques, using your front core. Spine is long, try not to curl in. Rounding the back is a no-no here. Hip lifts with the bell are next. We're going to lie down, so grab your bell, bend your knees, plant your feet just like a bridge. Place the bell on your pelvis, squeeze the belly in, and lift. The hips will rise up, squeeze the glutes at the top, and then come back down. Only moving the pelvis. The back doesn't arch here. The shoulders stay rooted on the mat. The spine is long, that includes the neck. Draw your chin away from your chest. Alternating leg drops are next, taking a chest press hold here. Bringing the bell up, squeeze tight. You can also do this without the bell. Bring the legs together and then drop the right leg down first, left leg down, then both at once. Then left leg down first, right leg, and then both. So we're dropping and lowering here, alternating sides and alternating what side we start on. The bell just gives us a little extra tension in the core and the chest and the shoulders. If you want to fire it up a bit more, draw the bell back so it's closer to the back of your mat where your head is. I'm just taking the bell off center here. Applies a little more resistance to the core. Making this workout even more efficient. We have an overhead pull next. So I'm going to ground my feet, bring the bell overhead so it just taps the ground above. And then pull it overhead in line with the shoulders. Drop it back down, bring it up. The low back stays grounded on the mat. If there was a towel underneath your low spine, you wouldn't be able to pull it out here. Keep the triceps wrapping in. Side body's working hard here. Chest press is next, single arm. I'm taking mine on the left side first so you can see how I'm doing it. I've got my elbow out at a 90-degree angle from my shoulder, and then I just press up to the center. My hand is going to go right above my chest, about near where my heart would be. Go as slow as you need. Slower is really better for these heavy weights because it gets the heart rate up more. You get a little extra cardio in, even though this is a strength training practice. And that's what I love about kettlebells. Second side, take the bell into your right hand. Set up. Maybe take a little twist, knees from right to left. Release the sacrum. And go. Last exercise here, chest press crunch. Squeeze the bell with your hands, press it up overhead, and pulse up. Bring it down and pulse up. I think actually there's 2 more exercises left. This one will bring the bell all the way down to the chest first, and then press up and crunch. We're using the abdominals to pulse up here rather than the neck. As you come up, the shoulders come off the mat. Low back is grounded. Belly pulling into spine. Heels drag back on the resistance of your sticky mat. Okay, this is the last one, I promise. This one is the pulse. So we press up, we'll press the bell up, and instead of bringing it back down to the chest, we'll just keep pulsing up. If this is too much on your neck, you can ditch the bell and release the hands behind the back and crunch up from there. This is our last little bit though, so if you can keep it with the bell, do it. I believe in you. We're almost there. You've got this. Woohoo! Well done. Congratulations. I hope you're sweating because I definitely am. We'll come on up and make our way into a warm-up. Make your way onto hands and knees, table tap. Shift forward, lay on your belly. Take the arms out to the sides, cactus the arms, bend the right knee, plant the right hand underneath your right shoulder and roll onto your left side. Inhale your way back to center. Left hand under left shoulder, left knee bends, roll onto your right side. Stepping the foot behind your knee. And coming to your belly, press into your hands. Tabletop, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Lengthen out the spine, bend the knees one at a time, pedal out the feet, breathing into the hamstrings. Breathing into the shoulders. And find stillness. Hands walk back to the feet. Interlock the fingers behind the back and fold. You can bend the knees a little or a lot here, depending on how you feel in the low back and the legs today. Relax the neck. Inhale to rise all the way up. Release the bind in the hands. Bend your left knee, grab your left foot, stretching out the hamstring. You can grab a wall or another surface nearby if you need a little extra stability. Switch sides, bend the right knee, grab the right foot, knees together. Your feet wide, toes point out, extend the arms. Reach your right hand as far to the right as you can, almost like you're coming into a triangle pose, except the left leg is rotated out externally as well. Inhale to come up and exhale to the left. Should feel this in the right side body, deep in the core. One of my favorites. Come up, inhale, goddess pose, bend the knees, relax the pelvis. On the exhale, twist your right shoulder in, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, dip your left shoulder in, twist to the right. To center, inhale, lengthen up, and exhale to come down. Again, bending the knees as much as you need here. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Malasana, bring the feet in a little, bend the knees, hands to the center of the heart. Beautifully done. Thank you for stretching it out with me.